Sports Extravaganza. My name is Dan Kamtua. We have talked about motorsport, but now we'll be switching off because I understand on 20th, 24th of this next month, that is March, we'll be having WRC Safari Rally in Naivasha. And guess who we have? Chinashi. Yuko ndani. Is part of the drivers, or among the drivers when they were introduced by the, or rather, they will be sponsored by KCB. Niaje? How are you? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling
great
good.
to see you.
Good to see you too.
Do you know, there's a time I wanted to meet you, talk to you about Safari Rally, what influenced you, and now I have the chance now to interact with you. Tuweze kuongea. Umetoka rally, the way you uko.
Actually, nimetoka autocross, which is like a short circuit event. Penye ni kama 1.8 kilometers. Mnenda po mnajibamba na magari zenu, and you just have fun, just like a rally.
That's like a rally.
Yeah.
Jana, let me just start with the last year. Mambo vile ilikuwa. A quick recap of last year. How was the season? Imekuwaje season?
The season was okay. We participated in a number of events in autocross, and of course also in the WRC Safari Rally, where we finished in 7th place. We drove a Subaru N10. So yeah, it was a nice season.
Okay. We'll be going deep in what happened last season, and then let me check what people are expecting, or rather what people are saying. But remember, you're also having the question of the day. You viewer back at home, this is your show. Sports Extravaganza, this is your show. We're having the question of the day. We have Tinashia, and one among the youngest drivers in Kenya. But who influenced you to support your football team? Who influenced you to support your football team? Understand, me as Man United fan or Chelsea fan or rather Gor Mahia fans, kuna mtu ambaye alini-influence wewe ukiwa nyumbani. Maybe you're a fan, not everyone is a fan of football, but even you're a fan of motorsport, you're a fan of WRC Safari Rally. Nani aliku-influence ukaamua mimi, now I won't be watching football, but rather I'll be doing motorsport now, or even basketball? Interact with us, because there is a WhatsApp number there. There's a you can even give us a call live, a live call there. You can even send a short video clip. That is a short video clip around 30 seconds. You can be part of the conversation here. Kama uko na swali unaweza uliza, kama uko nataka kuchangia anything about this show, you can talk to us via that WhatsApp number, via phone call, ndo hiyo hapo. And even tomorrow, there's a big match. We are expecting a big match tomorrow. Manchester City playing against Arsenal. Who will win that match? Give us your prediction. Pia, understand some few minutes from now, English Premier League matches will be going on. I'll be also giving a live update of what is happening. Nani amefunga, nani amefungwa. And also, Pia, FK Premier League. Few matches have already been played. Tomorrow, Shabana will also be playing. It's a part of what we will be expecting this weekend. This being Sports Extravaganza, now this segment, we are going to talk about matters Safari Rally. Let's talk to you. Now, ulikuwa unaniambia about a recap of what happened last year. Last year, you were marking your first race in the WRC.
Second, actually.
Second race in the WRC.
Yes.
How was it? Your second?
So last year we finished 7th actually, and it was a nice race. It was a nice event, and we got to race in a Subaru Impreza N10, as I had mentioned earlier, with Mom as my co-driver. So it was a nice experience getting to tell her what to do for the second time in a row, and yeah, it was nice.
Is she the one who influenced you? Because we have asked our viewers, Nani influence. Is she the one who influenced you?
It was actually both Mom and Dad, because both of them have been in the sport for years and years. And so they started with what we call today rally raid, but those days they used to call it cross country, which was essentially you go around a circuit, and it's a timed event. So you do as many laps as you can, and it was Dad driving and Mom navigating. And then they moved to the 4x4, where now Mom was driving and Dad was navigating. And after that, they decided those cars were a bit too slow for them, so they moved to the rally, where now Mom drove and Dad took the manager position. So, I mean, it's been in my blood for a long time.
Caroline Gati is the mother.
Yes.
Anyway, do you have challenge? Because when I'm around my mother, sometimes I feel like challenges zimeisha. Sina challenges anyway. You being around your mother, do you even have challenges? Kuna challenges ambazo una face?
No, I mean, racing with my mom, knowing she's been in the sport for a while, I can draw experience from her, get to learn from her a lot. And whatever challenges we face, we come at them head on and manage our way out together.
How long have you been in this sport? How long? Since when?
So actively racing, I started in 2022, which is when I was 17 years old. And my first event was actually in Nakuru at an autocross in Majibag. And then from there, I moved on to the Toyota Levin, and then to what I drive now, which is the Subaru GC8.
You've been with Betika, now you're with the KCB. Talk about the growth talk about your growth.
So for the 2020, for last year's WRC, we were sponsored by, actually both of last year and last year, but one we were sponsored by Talanta Hela, and Shell came on board last year. Yeah. Vivo Energy came on board last year and sponsored us fuel. And it was a major injection in also reducing the cost, because this sport is not cheap. And so this year we're fortunate to be sponsored by KCB, and also we're working with Shell to see what we can do. And both of them they've contributed a lot, because as I said, the sport is quite expensive. So we take as much support as we need, and I'm so honored and grateful to be flying the KCB flag high.
I know you have different plans this year. Kuna plans zenye umejiekea here. This is what I want to do different from last year. Apart from WRC Safari Rally that will be coming up in March. Talk about your schedule. What should we expect from you?
Apart from the WRC, I expect to do more autocross events. They've actually started the season today, right here in Twistikona in Riru, and I hope to do the other calendar events and to also do more national rallies. Also get that seat time, because you need that seat time. Seat time meaning you need to be in the car more, get to the feel of the car, get to know what works, what doesn't, and just to grow as a motorsports driver.
And how is it like being a lady in the track, being a lady in the racing track?
I mean, once you get in the machine, that pretty much disappears, because once you get in the machine, it's your performance that talks. But all in all, being a lady in this sport in today's age, there's a lot of support that's being offered around you. It's essentially like a family, because everyone is ready to support you, everyone is ready to answer questions wherever you need help, and to assist you with whatever you need.
Before I come back, I come for the next question that I'll be asking you. Let me check what the viewer is saying, because someone, or rather, they are asking questions, and we have. She hasn't mentioned the name. Oh, it's called John Wainaina. He's asking, "Hello TV47, enjoying the show, and at the same time, I'm being inspired by Tinashe Gatimu's career. This question goes to her: how does one join, register, and get sponsored for the sport? For example, rally driving." Hiyo ni yake ameuliza.
That's a very important question. Sure. And so many people have asked that question so many times. And to get involved, just come to the events. There are a lot of people who are experienced, who are willing to help, and they're ready to help. And just last week, there was a training event that happened, essentially teaching both experienced and new entrants what to do, how to prepare your car, how to drive, even how to marshal, how to be timekeepers, because the whole rally scene, it's more than just driving and co-driving. There's also the timekeepers, the marshals, the officials, and a lot goes into the event. And first things first is to just come, experience the event, and see where you can plug in. If you want to come and drive, come, we'll assist you in whatever way we can.
Do you have like a memorable event that you say, down, wherever I'll go, I'll always remember this event?
So I think there are two. The first is my very first event, which was in Nakuru, as I mentioned, where I raced in a Majibag. And I remember it was so exciting getting to be in the car, getting to race for the first time. And the second is my first WRC Safari Rally, which was in 2023.
23.
Yeah. I mean, getting to race alongside so many experienced drivers, the international drivers coming in, seeing all the buzz of activity and everything, and everyone supporting each other in whatever way we could, was just amazing, an amazing experience.
You've mentioned about the international drivers like also Kalerov and Pera. Who do you look up to in Kenya first? Let me start here in Kenya, and then I'll ask you about the international drivers.
In Kenya, Eric Bengi, he's one of the best drivers I know. He's actually my mentor right now. I mean, how he's come up in the sport, how he's grown in the sport is amazing. And for him to be teaching me what he knows and getting experience from him, I'm very grateful for that. And of course, my mom and dad, without them, I wouldn't be here. Yeah.
Internationally, who are you going to? Because we have amazing drivers internationally, amazing drivers that every upcoming rally driver will be looking up to. Who inspires you internationally? Internationally,
I'd say there are two drivers, actually three, sorry. There's Tanak, who has won the WRC before in 2019. And he's an amazing driver. He currently drives for Hyundai. And I got the chance to interact with him in last year's WRC. He's an amazing person, amazing character. And I hope to get to those levels of racing that he's at. And then there's Kalerov and Pera, youngest driver to win the WRC championship. And Michelle Mouton, who is, I mean, in the rally scene, she's the most prominent female figure out there. Yeah.
As a lady, someone who you have your own dreams or you're looking up to something, kuna zile different races or rather different tracks that you want to take part in. You've been in the WRC Safari Rally. Maybe, do you have a dream track that one day I want to be somewhere? I want to race in this track. And why?
I would say there's so many tracks across the world. I would say I just want to race on all of them.
Maybe this one specific, because there's one time I was interacting with one of the drivers and he was telling me, you know, this is what I wanted to be in. This is the track that I want to be in because of this and this and this. There's always that one dream track.
I would say maybe some Sweden or Monte Carlo because of the snow. Because, I mean, in Kenya, obviously, it doesn't snow. So it would be a nice experience to get to experience that for the first time. Yeah.
And growing up, do you really have any competition in terms of young ladies? Because of the spotlight, when people talk about the Gatimus, they usually associate you with your mother. Now, when I listened to you last year, speaking about the Safari Rally, how it was racing alongside your mother, being the navigator, is there a bit of pressure? Ama ikifika ndani ya gari, now you're not my mother, now you're someone else?
When we're inside the car, I might call her mom, but there's the clear distinction, it's driver navigator. Because we also approach the situation with a lot of respect. If maybe I want her to change something here, I tell her. If maybe she wants me to change something there, she tells me. And there's a lot of, we gel, let me say, in the car. We just flow, yeah.
And speaking of WRC Safari Rally that is coming up soon, and KCB coming on board, how different will this event be? And what will it mean to you?
Honestly, a brand like KCB coming on board, it's amazing for them to come on board and help us. Because, I mean, whenever some people think of rally in Kenya, they think KCB. Because KCB has been in the sport for over 20 years. And for me to be able to join that family of experienced drivers alongside the likes of Evans Kavisi, Nikhil Sachanya, Karan Patel, it's surreal. It's an opportunity that I do not take for granted, and I will be sure to make them proud.
Do you expect something different from last year? Because kuna wenye, for us fans, rather I'm not a fan, but I usually follow up. But for the fans, they expect something different, because kuna wenye they will associate Safari Rally with the Subarus for the fans. Ni Safari Rally, kuna Subaru. Maybe there's a different, something different coming up from you guys.
In that respect, it's pretty much the same, because let me say, But still driving a Subaru, so there'll be a Subaru in the Safari Rally. But something different maybe is just to finish in a better position. In 2023 we finished in 10th. Last year we finished in 7th. So hopefully we'll improve on that.
And talk about your talk about your car. Kuna any upgrade ama kuna any something?
So this year we are driving the Subaru Impreza GC8. It's the first time I'll be doing a rally with it. I've done a couple of autocrosses with it, but we'll be testing it, getting it ready, fixing a few things here and there, upgrading a few things here and there, just to get that extra edge in the rally.
All right, we need to take a short break because the fans so yeah are asking different too much question or a lot of question here are flowing. Tutakuwa nasikiza wanasema nini. We are going to take a short break, but don't go away because we have a lot to talk about when it comes to matters WRC Safari. Remember, this will be a mother-daughter duo or another mother-daughter affair where kuna Tinashe and also Caroline, who is the mother. They'll be racing in the 2025 WRC Safari Rally, scheduled to take place on this next month, that is March. Let's take a short break, but usiondoke. Mengi, she talked about the drivers that she look up to. She has talked about the tracks. We also having the question of the day there. Kuna pia maswali because I want us to interact with our fans who want to hear something from you, and now this is their chance. It's a tricky one. This one is a tricky one. Kuna mwenye anauliza muuliza kama apart from racing kuna any other sport that she takes part in, about football or something else, ama it's just based on a race?
I actually play basketball. Currently I'm studying at Strathmore and I play for the team, Strathmore Swords. So
this weekend do you guys have a match?
Yes, they had a match today, but I wasn't able to attend. But I will have another match tomorrow in the Kusa League. So that one I'll be there for it. I'll be playing in it.
You're not an Arsenal fan? Or a Chelsea fan?
Sitaki kuanzisha moto mahali.
Ni sawa, unaweza anzisha tutazima.
I'm actually don't watch football that much. Yes.
Okay. Someone else is asking the type of a car umeongelea pia, but anauliza if kama uta upgrade maybe your dream car.
Upgrade maybe the next step maybe to the Subaru N10 and then progress from there. Maybe to the Ford Fiesta Rally 3 cars, the ones that are used in the junior WRC last year. And yeah, move on from there.
Another, before you came in, we were talking about motorsport, and kuna mtu anauliza na huyu Tinashe anaendesha pikipiki. Ameita pikipiki. Anaendesha pikipiki.
Currently no. But in the future.
So, okay. Yeah. Currently in the future? Right now?
Right now, no. Maybe in the future. We'll see.
Anasema, what do you expect from the WRC? But umeongelea, labda umjibu. Maybe she was not watching. What are we expecting the WRC Safari Rally?
I expect first of all to finish the rally, and then after that to improve on the position that I finished in. So improve from 7th position.
Sawa, the mother has been busy somewhere, ama?
Alisema wacha mtoto apate spotlight leo.
Wacha mtoto angare. Anyway, let's continue. Currently, you at Strath, there are ladies or there are girls who will look up to you in terms of challenges. Mtu anasema finance challenges. I understand being in that sport, it's very expensive to be in that sport. But what makes you moving?
First of all is the support, the people who work behind the scenes tirelessly to make sure that I'm able to perform. Starting with mom and dad, getting the car ready, giving me encouragement wherever they can. And I'm also part of a team called 770 Motorsports. Consists of of more than 10 drivers, ranging from the age of 7 to 70, which is where the name comes from. And we're essentially like one big family, where we support each other where we can, make sure we can all perform at the best level that we can. So getting into the sport, first of all, if you can find the right support system, it goes a long way to making sure that you're able to perform.
Do you have like future prospect, future plans, future project? Where do you want to see yourself in the next like 10 years, 20 years to come?
In the next few years, I want to see myself as national champion in rally, and then work towards Africa Rally Champion, give the likes of Karan Patel a run for his money, and then make it to the big leagues, essentially, to the junior WRC, then to WRC.
Are there like some of the toughest guys in your age that you've faced?
There are quite a couple, actually. There's the likes of Neil Gohil and Aman Ganatra, both amazing drivers, both participating in the autocross today. And I mean, seeing what they're doing at that age, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And then again, moving on. Chane na huyu. Is there your mother's your navigator, right? Kuna mali itafika, and then are you planning to change?
We'll see as time goes on. But for now, the plan is to continue without my navigator. Yeah.
How special is it riding alongside her? And how different will it be if someone else comes in?
I mean, it's quite special because I've known her since I was born. And we have that connection, and we have something to bond over as a mother and daughter duo. And I mean, if someone else comes on board, we'll just make it work, I guess. Yeah.
Do you have something like a dream car?
Dream car? The Rally 1 car.
They usually have different grades? Or?
Yeah, so like there's Rally 1, which is the highest level, and then there's Rally 2 and Rally 3. Then you go to the junior WRC category, and the other groups like Group N and the likes.
Is there something like upgrading the engine?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
You just stick with your engine?
No, you can upgrade the engine to get better power. You can as well upgrade the whole car and move to a completely different class altogether.
Talk about the future of ladies in race.
There are a lot of ladies who are interested in the sport. I've met with a couple of them. I've seen a couple of them online. And for me, is to tell them, come out. There's a lot of people here who are ready to help and willing to help. And yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And then lastly, in less than 30 seconds, you can talk about your this year. Talk about your 2025 plans, and even you can inspire a lady back at home, something for them.
For 2025, with the help of KCB and Shell, we hope to perform and to finish first of all the WRC Safari Rally, because to finish first, you first have to finish. So with the support, we'll finish the Safari Rally, work towards competing in more events like the autocrosses and the other national rallies. And to the fans out there, come out and support us in Naivasha from 20th to 23rd March. And make sure that you keep safe, don't drink and drive, and come and have fun.
Yeah, come and have fun. Thank you so much, Nashi, and I wish you all the best in the upcoming WRC Safari Rally.
Thank you.
Tutapatana Vasha. Wanasema tupatane Vasha.
Tupatane Vasha.
Tupatane Vasha. That is Tinashi Gativu. They are talking about Matters WRC, our preparation towards this biggest, one of the biggest sporting events here in the country. But I want us to move on, because on the other side, I want us to talk matters for